Hi, hello, welcome to the Consularship brought to you by Vertex of Abundance. My name is Serene Priestess Abossi. I'll be your oracle today, and I was sent to deliberate the finding for an open reading. We're going to do some spiritual consulship. It's a little bit different than what we're used to. We will consult the gates if prompted. So this could be a channeled reading or it could be an open reading. We're about to see. I know right now Jupiter's calling. So, okay, and then we just got a reaction. The moon, the chariot with the tower and the magician. So that can mean a conflict, an argument. It could also mean some type of sorcery or magical practice, or manifesting around the moon cycles. It could also mean attack, launching an attack, or sustaining an attack, chariot in the tower. Moon in the tower could mean post-traumatic stress. Moon in the chariot means a skilled craft or technique. Okay, so let's see here. Yeah, well, there's something coming out. We have a delayed achievement, a delayed accomplishment because of some cycle here with the Hierophant. With the moon does talk a little bit about practice. So we have the sun and the moon. That means a mystery revealed. High Priestess in the sun is some kind of soul healing. World in the chariot means broadening horizons or moving more than 400 kilometers away. Typically, it can mean learning another language, learning another culture, or moving overseas, traveling overseas. Wheel of Fortune in the Hangman. It could mean that we're in God's hand, but it also could mean that some type of destiny is delayed. Now, we're going to need to lay the whole board, so I'll just do that. But I'm looking for combinations before I go. Temperance and the High Priestess is some kind of celestial or angel intuitive strength. In the World card talks about indomitable strength, fortitude, comes from a previous lifetime, or it's literally the same kind of spirit that manifests. Because strength and the star talk about immortality or eternity. So this is the same being that's reincarnated here, and it seems to be like a Shiva chief or priestess. Let's see here, Hermit, Judgment. This is the 22 major arcana. Okay, so we got the devil on the opposing side. I would prefer it be on the periphery here. These cards are extra slick. It's new. This is the Cosmic Coven. So Empress in the Judgment. Yeah, we are pretty powerful and well known as a priestess here. Okay, death. Yes. All right. So this is a channeled reading from what I discern. We are not being called to any gate. I'm so glad. I mean, we have one small one I could reference. There's two connections here that call me to the gate, but I'm only going to check one here. So the gate of immortality, eternity. I'll check that. Let's see if we're really called. If a court card comes out, especially a chariot. I mean a knight. and we are being summoned. I'm checking here on the star and the Empress. We have crowning the reading the Emperor here, and clarifying it as the Lovers and the Justice. So we may be in some type of connection. Now, it could be that the Emperor and the Lovers card could be talking about our primal soul, or it could be talking about planning some type of structure foundation for a connection. Now, the Lovers card means unity, community, partnerships. The Emperor is about self-governance, self-mastery. It can talk about our role and responsibilities, our duties, obligations. Lovers card typically talks about the soul group, the soul mate union. It can talk about the community that we're in, whether it's coworkers, the people in our apartment building. If we belong to a small network, it could even talk about our ancestors or the heavenly beings that assist us, kind of like, the ascended masters, but the ones that are benevolent, ascended, exalted. And so we have the Ace of Swords here. Okay, so we're not really being called. It's talking to us about some kind of connection that's a little bit on pause, on hold. We are about to enter into some new kind of union communion partnership here. It's clarified by the Tower and the Chariot. Now, the Tower is talking about some kind of upgrade, activation code. And this Chariot is talking about us being initiated here. So yeah, we're being initiated in the fire because we're coming up against, practitioner, a high-ranking, darkly aligned practitioner that had some type of godly power, to be honest. This is a person that was born with a gift. They have some kind of access power, and it's divine in its origin. I don't think they're using it well, or we're in a union with them that we need to terminate. And the Death card and the Justice is here. So there is some strict sentence that they're under. Yeah, it's a one. So that's the gate to the infernal kingdom. It is true, we're in some kind of union communion with them. Two of Cups, we're connected to them in some way. Nine of Wands, they may be mounting a defense. They may be overcoming obstacles and barriers. They may be creating an obstacle and barrier. They don't want to see abundance come in for us because they want to be connected to it. And honestly, they might want to usurp it, is what I'm getting. What this Tower, something about us is being attacked. Yeah, okay, so we're coming up underneath some kind of sustained objection that they had to our heart's desires coming in. Ace of Cups here, or Knight of Cups. So really, frankly, love and ease, the soft life. There's some kind of, it's not a positive origin. They use the red gate, which is typically where demons come out of, or where hot, aggressive magic comes from. For the cups or the swords, it'd be a different gate. They're using the red gate, which is the lower chakras. Typically, fallen beings come out of that energy. Because they're potpourri, poo-poo plattering our energy. So this has been coming up a lot the last few days. Yeah, there's some kind of illusionary. We're getting a late message here that there's something access. We're getting a late message here that there's something accessing our. We're getting a late message here that there's something accessing our energy that doesn't need to be. It's not invited. Ooh, okay. Mirror, gold, and gray. Endings are inevitable. Death with the Justice card and the Star card. Um, there's a change in destiny. We're waiting on some light at the end of the tunnel, according to some breakdown in communication with the practitioner. Devil and the magician, the trickster, they might have lied or set up some kind of facade or mirage. You don't need somebody else to fix you. Treat your body like the palace that it is. There's something accessing our energy, or our energy is blocked, or our road could be blocked. I'm seeing it here with the follow the yellow brick road. No, no, follow the yellow brick road. Because we have the hangman and the fool card that talks about the rainbow bridge. We might need to go in and purge and cut some cords and banish some energy and forbid its return. Yeah, because there is something. So forgive, let's not carry any grudges because that's a portal, a doorway that people might have open to us. And there is some kind of pain from the past, thorns. So we need to turn that poison into medicine, essentially weave together the crown that we deserve, because being honest with ourselves means that we need to break out, break free. We need to start some kind of revolution, meaning um, we need to kind of buck. Somebody's already knocking, or there was some kind of bullying. I bet you we're going to see the Nine of Swords. And, oh, it did already come out. There might be some fear or some interference that we are bowing to instead of standing up against. And it doesn't necessarily need to be going out and finding demons to fight, going out and finding dragons to slay. We just need to think about energies, entities, ideologies that are not in alignment with us. They're not on the same page necessarily, because some kind of union, some kind of tie, some kind of bond that we have, Two of Cups, is actually petty or bottom of the barrel, Five of Wands. It can be contesting, or our love could have been marked. Some kind of repel energy was put on it, or we may be tied to somebody with a mark. And they may, I'm not getting the energy, we'll confirm it soon, but Knight of Swords, they may be exploiting, seizing upon us in some kind of way, because it's like a cable splice. They're tapped into our flow, and we do need to withdraw. And honestly, like, that's the thing that they're trying to prevent us from doing. And if we do withdraw, to withdraw from our own goals in life, they want us to kind of be disillusioned, or not so enthusiastic about our future. They kind of want us to abandon our plans and stay in the energy that we're in. Now, I wouldn't say we're dealing with a person, but we have the devil and the magician. So that tell me that we're dealing with another person. The hangman is here too. That's the confirmation. So the self-governance, self-mastery, we need to focus on our union, communion partnerships, because there's some kind of sustained warfare here. We're under siege, but we seem to be handling it pretty well, but only from the sense that we keep growing through something, which means there's also something that keeps happening. We're still under, or at, we're still under or dealing with or subject to some kind of energy. And there's a redemption coming in the future, but we do need to detach. But it's also saying that recently we lost patience, or we should be losing patience. Okay. There are energies that we've been around with a while, or that have kind of grown up with us, or they're from our origin story, and they need to be left out. They can't actually be um, in with us. Five of Pentacles. They need to be left out in the cold. They can't, because we're in some kind of bond with them, some kind of committed something. A double four. Here's the Four of Swords, Four of Wands. That's another indication that something may be using mirror magic to tap into our status of power. They're trying to show up as us. and we keep healing from them, clearing our energy, but they keep reattaching. So I guess we need to look at this double. It's clarifying the star card. There's something tuned into, tapped into our path. What is that about? Yeah, it's an altar. Three of Wands. It's pinned down. Okay, so somebody or something has pinned down our destiny, has pinned down our path. It's our spirit, karma, life path destiny, the bigger, brighter, and better calling on our life, and it's some kind of a witchcraft. Now, in our let me just take care of this now. Page of Pentacles. So we need to look at the World card and the Empress. It's all leading to the Fool. So there is something here that shouldn't be here that's going on. Interference of some kind. Yeah, I drive the bus to town. I sit in the back and I talk to no one. I get my high heels on. I go out dancing all by my own. People are pushing back. Somebody always tries to cut in line. And when I get inside, I lose myself to the blinding light. Now what? The fun don't stop until the music drops. You know I really don't run this thing like a dance hall queen. I really don't want no hassle. Okay, so what I'm getting is that we're kind of coasting through and we might need to show out a little tiny bit. And that's always a slippery slope. That we need very specific instructions because being a chosen one, standing in that innocent, sweet energy is always better. We need a very explicit order, directive from the divine. Now we're of great spiritual power, Empress in the Judgment. So is this other person, Devil and the Hangman. That's like Maha Asura. But what I'm getting here is that we have some kind of, if we make a judgment call, if we call something out, if we call judgment, it's a wrap. Something here, once we put a certain type of energy or attention to it, it's not going to go on for very much longer. You see that eye? And we have the strength card here. So that's Narashimha, Sekhmet, Sphinx energy. This energy will be devoured if it attaches to us for much longer. Could we have some kind of spot or place to rule from, throne of the divine, that something is usurping? They made some objection, Five of Wands, in the past, and this Five of Wands already came out in the clarifiers, and it was sustained. Eight of Swords is a sustained. Um, Four of Swords is an overruled. Oh, excuse me. They need to be overruled, is what I mean to say. Excuse me. Yeah, so there is this energy trying to really honestly, genuinely, sincerely, they volunteered as this tribute. They're using our spot, and if they can sacrifice us, destiny swap, energy swap us, if they can get us to vacate the scene, they may, or they're under the impression they can take over. That's actually not what's going to happen. But we need to kind of tell. We need to do some deliberation, put a cursory examination, preliminary findings, and attach our notes to the file and send it up the ladder. We need to send it to the heavens. I would call upon the angel Uriel, Seraphiel, Jophiel, Baracriel, Michael, Gabriel, Israfel, which is Michael. I mean, excuse me. Okay, well, Michael. Seraphiel or Michael. That's there we go. Um, I was trying to say Raphael, but that it wouldn't come out. Raphael and Gabriel, but it wouldn't come out because I'm being told that they already know. And some of this is being allowed to happen because we're not calling on God as much as we should. And some of us are calling on God all day, every day. So it might not be that we're calling on the divine. It might not be that we're tapping into our higher energy. It might be what we're saying, what we're doing when we do such a thing. We might need to get fed up enough. There's something that they're waiting to see because our rage is still being tempered. We have the Empress in the Temperance card, meaning we have shunned somebody. We have banned somebody. We have the High Priestess in the Tower card, which means we are feeling rage. We are displeased in this kind of union, communion, partnership. And it's new. It might be renewing. The Temperance card, the Full card, the Lovers, and the Star, they may have yoked themselves to us several times. It may be that in the morning they try to marry themselves to us, and by the evening we divorce them. And then the next morning they yoke themselves again, and by the next evening we revoke that. So we might be cutting a cord every day, but it keeps being reestablished. So that's sinister, evil, wicked, seditious, sideways, sneaky, trifling, treacherous, treasonous energy. If it's that skillful and that on the money and that watchful, that it knows all the time when we find an out, they find a loophole. But it's saying that something is strict once this is crowned with the emperor, and the crowning energy on our side is the empress. So, but in that energy is the lovers. The capstone has the lovers. That's it's good and bad. Yeah, so there's some energy speaking over, lording over, presiding over Two of Swords. It's deliberating all the time on us, and it's created some kind of complaint where there is a suspension to our road. Whatever's coming towards us, love, abundance, it's getting suspended and reviewed, but the review date never comes up. It's just so that they can kind of keep things in suspension. And really, it's so that they can sit there and use everything that we have. They're using us as a source, tune into, to tap into. And whenever they want things to hit, whenever they want things to create, they can have it do so on their side. And that's their little strategy. That's the little thing that they think they've discovered. Honestly, we're being used or volunteered as tribute, and we need to break that permanently. Five of Cups. We need to break that. We need to look back towards the past and see what cups spilled over because there's going to be some insight there into where these blockages lay. In order to heal, we're going to need to know the source of this curse. It's really, um, it's not some hex that's been put on us, it's some entity that we have to deal with all the time that is attached to our bloodline or specifically our DNA, us. Yeah. Four of wands there. So there's some kind of union. It's trying to tune into either our DNA, like I said, or our celestial endowments, because it has access. It comes right in, and it's able to sniff us out. We have two cards of the DNA here: Seven of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. It comes right in. Six of Swords. It has open access. Ace of Cups. It's not supposed to be here. Now what? The fun don't stop until the music drops. You know, I still run that thing like a dance hall queen. Yeah, so we're getting walked around like a dog. This energy keeps coming back. Knight of Wands. If you look very closely, this energy still has its hooks into us. And it's very I wanted to say severe, austere, but the word that came through the intuition was astute. So yeah, we're chosen. Yeah, we can make it out at any time. We're in a favorable position, but there's some right that we need to invoke. We need to call something out. We need to do something. We need to, yeah, because they want they really, we're sustaining this energy. It's living off of us. Not only this our family tree, but it's the source. And it's negative. So they've lost access to their ancestry, they've lost access to their bloodline. The thing that they came into this life to do, they haven't done. They've shat all over their family name. There's some kind of lack of protection that they have, so they're living up underneath ours. And they are indeed trying to swap places with us, Two of Pentacles. I was just reading all the reversals. That's the Ten of Pentacles and Four of Swords in reverse. Fives make things in reverse. So we might be having prophecies or vision, premonitions, even. This name or this energy is coming towards us, and we might need to spend some time in our spiritual gifts because we might be keeping it at bay. We might be kind of holding back. We are being told exactly. Eight of Cups, Nine of Cups. We're receiving spiritual insight. Page of Cups here. So they're feeling vainglorious. Let me hold on. Okay, no, they're feeling spiritually secure. This energy is feeling spiritually secure. It's also feeling connected to us because they've left us in a sinking place, apathetic. We need to kind of get a little bit angry or get a little bit off our laurels and do something. What is this strict? Something here is strict. Okay, Nine of Cups. So we need to make a decisive move from the heart. It might be some kind of prayer. Yeah. They have some cyclical cycle. There's a spell that keeps working, 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 and we need to. Really, what we need to do is withdraw access to us. It's kind of like withdrawing your consent. We need to turn something off, and it's in our own energy. It's very easy for us to do because the gate is open to them. And maybe our heart. We need to open up our heart, but also close access to it off. But it needs to be open in order for that to happen. There is somebody that keeps putting cords, and this has been going on for a long time. Knight of Pentacles. What is this magician in the morning? Sorcery. Yeah, this came out face down. They have access to us, perpetual kind of access to us. Now, there is one thing that I'm getting, and that's that maybe we're connected to somebody, and that's where they have access to us because they might be going through some kind of cord that we already have to another person. We might need to, because the only two things I can think of is to call judgment and have them revoke permanently this access they have to us, and or put covering, spiritual covering over this person that we're connected to. Because we have the Seven of Wands, Two of Cups, which means protecting a bond, protecting a union. And this is some type of practical move to make because, again, um, we're a target. Page of Pentacles, we're tribute in some kind of way. Six of Swords. All types of beings have access to us, and we need to close that road down. It's true. There's something that needs to be withdrawn. Eight of Cups. King of Swords. We need to exercise some kind of judgment here, make a decree. I declare and decree that all beings not in alignment with my God's sovereignty be revoked, rebuked, repelled, rescinded, and their access be irrevocably revoked and reversed. I declare and decree that all entities, ideologies, and energies not in alignment with my God sovereign free self be destroyed in the spirit and in the flesh. I declare and decree that all agreements, compacts, cords, ties, bonds, and unions not in alignment with my God sovereign free self be destroyed in the spirit and the flesh for perpetuity. Banish them from my time, energy, space, realm, dimension, and forbid their return. Yeah, we're being targeted hardcore because we're the gate to something, and this is some person that we used to know. We already see them as a devil, or we don't know that they still have some kind of bind tie. This is overt aggression, but it's dealing with the devil that we know as well. So we keep taking this tactic, dealing with them that needs to be switched up, and this energy doesn't know how to do better. This is their standard operating practice. Leech. They just got canceled out, Ten of Swords, and we did it, Queen of Swords, and it's behind our back, so it's already done. It might take like a day and a half, 18 to 36 hours to handle up. Yeah, you didn't have to cut me off, is what they're saying. Something fell out face down. They keep getting wounded by doing what they're doing, and it came out in reverse. So it's our higher self. This energy is yet to invoke itself. We're at the full moon right now, so this would be the time to banish any energy, entity, ideology, because the rainbow bridge is open. They keep being able to access us in some kind of way. That Six of Swords means that they're sailing through our celestial waters. And see, the Four of Swords has been here. So they're pinned down, but they're also quarantined. And that's what they're trying to do to us. So all we do is reverse it and it happens to them. And when it's going to take a couple days, and then when they fall into the trap they've set for us, that's when we can abscond. It's been an honor and a privilege to serve you. Thank you for allowing me a pleasure to do so. I'm just going to pull a final oracle card here from the Believe in Your Own Magic Oracle deck by Amanda Lovelace. Yeah, forgive also. Let's not carry any barriers. I'm not saying that we're angry, it's that we're disappointed. Sword, make a change. Here she's cutting her hair. Because this energy, they keep hacking access to us. This is the sun. It says, paint the sun back into your own sky. They got cut off from source, so they're hacking somebody else's source. Something lovely will grow from this. We need confidence. What they want is for us to be apathetic, to lose track of the hope, wish, prayer, dream, aspiration that we have, our heart's desire, soul's ambition, and to give up on the life that we want, be stuck in some sunken place, apathetic, so that they can take all of our abundance and swap destinies with us because we've left something behind, and they're going to move into that place and keep taking it. So another thing to do, we have hopes, dreams, aspirations, heart's desires, souls, ambitions, keep going towards it. We have to keep going towards it. There may be a love that we abandon. We might have to go back, say our feelings, say what we need, and leave it to them. There may be a hope, wish, dream, aspiration that we've abandoned. We need to go after it, do the actions and the motions, and put the energy out there that's going to manifest it. We need to know for certain what doors are open and closed to us. It doesn't mean we need to chase anything down, to beg for anything, but we need to put a couple actions, a couple energy, a couple motions into something, and the universe will either react to it or will know that door is closed. And that's also part of what they're doing. They it's not that they don't want us to think or believe anything, because the Seven of Cups only came out one time or twice. It's really more about they want us to abandon certain paths that we're taking so that they can swoop in. Since nothing's happening there, they can go. It's a classic destiny swap situation. So until we meet again, until we read again, namaste, dandavat, and ashe. This has been a message about energetic targeting. We've been in the crosshairs under some type of um, energetic interference kind of energy where they were able to live up under our coattails, get in our energy, cloak themselves, do some shape shifting, and kind of not always destiny swap, but destiny steal, able to claw into certain bits and pieces about our life path, spirit, karma, destiny, because for some reason we got distracted or disheveled, or it was diluted, destroyed, diminished, detracted, the path that we should be walking down. And if we're not, barreling forward with our heart open and our soul ecstatic and dancing inside of our body, trying to get to wherever we're being called to, some aspects of that destiny is going to be moved into by another entity, energy, ideology that is not as vibrationally attuned to that as we are. Okay. Um, so it's a little bit of a destiny steal versus a destiny swap. And remember, if it's vibrationally attuned to us and it's a calling on our life, the moment we assert ourselves, it's going to go. Also, our celestial waters are open to something, to someone. So we kind of need to make sure that we clear our energy. And also, if there was a door that we were trying to make it through, that it wasn't slammed shut in our face, we need to make sure that it's really, truly, genuinely closed. Let's not beg, let's not chase, but we need to make sure that whatever we kind of abandoned or put on the back burner or withdrew from, the message really was to stop. The message really was to leave it alone, because something was a fake out, was a trick out. Okay. So just a quick prayer to all those still lost out there, to delusion, confusion, trapped in the seas of time, lost somewhere in the matrix, yet to heal, yet to awaken, yet to return to the resplendent grace of the divine and unconditional love and universal oneness. Anapana, I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I pray that your steps are ordered, your path is illuminated, and that you return having found salvation and redemption in this life. May you be well, may you be happy, may you be whole, may you be at peace, may you receive everything you ever wanted, starting with what you deserve. Until we meet again, until we read again, namaste, dandavat, and ashe. Sayonara, das vidanya, avidazane. Remember to smash that like button, okay? And go ahead and take good care of yourself. Bye-bye.